welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've uploaded, but I'm here making a video. Today's video, I'm going to be doing another full face of makeup. Yes, another one. I'm going to be trying to recreate a look that I actually saw on YouTube. Her YouTube name is dumbmakeup. Her Instagram handle is dumb.makeup, and her name is Alexandra Leva. We're going to be doing sort of a blue halo eye is what she calls it. She calls it blue halo eyeshadow. This is gonna be my first attempt. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. It may turn out like crap. Let's get started, shall we? I'm going to put my hair up now. So I'm just going to put it in like a ponytail. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect because I might style it later. Might not. Good thing I put deodorant on. So I have already moisturized and did all my skincare, and yes, it's looking pretty, my skin is gross. I'm going to start out by priming my skin, and I'm going to use this Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and this is what it looks like right here. And when I open it, this is what it looks like on the inside. It's obviously been dug into a little bit. It smells really good. It smells expensive. And it came with this little thingy here where you can actually like dip into it with this. So I like to do that, especially since I have nails. Where my pores are, this is supposed to be a pore filling primer. I'm just pushing that into my pores. Ooh, I got it on my nose. I usually try not to get primer on my nose because I feel like it just slides around my foundation and everything, regardless of what primer it is. I've got a lot on my forehead. Okay, it's very nice. With this primer, you have to be very careful because if you get too much, it'll start balling up on your face, which is what it's doing to mine right now. And then I'm just pushing it in just to make sure it's in there nice and good like. And I'm going to do my brows off camera, and I will be back with my foundation. Okay, I got some brows now. Are they the best brow I've ever done? No. Are they the worst? Maybe. Am I mad at them? No, they're alright. They're not bad. I'll show you what I used real quick. I used the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Taupe, and I used the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel Mascara. The only thing is this one's too light for the color that I used, so I actually had to go over that with my NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder, and I use this quite a bit because I'm lazy. I don't usually do my brows with the pencil. As you can see, I've already, like, this shade's almost gone, but I actually went over it with the darker shade just to kind of get rid of it. But anyway, that's what I did. I'm gonna do my foundation next. When I'm doing my face and stuff, I think I'm just gonna try and run through what I'm using and then just kind of talk as I'm doing stuff, I guess. I don't know. I found this and I love this. This is like right now my favorite foundation, and I don't want to use it too much because like I'm afraid of running out of it, which going back to my other videos. Anyway, it's a really good foundation. This is the Skin Perfect HD Foundation by Koki Cosmetics in the shade 20W. Here's what she look like. I think online it's like maybe, I want to say maybe $9 to $13. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. But anyway, it's a really good foundation. It's not like super matte. It doesn't dry down super matte and make you look dry, but it's not like super glowy either. It makes you look greasy. Dollar Tree foundation. I haven't been filming. It's been like maybe 3 months since I've filmed anything. Part of it was because I was at work and I was just too tired by the time I got home, and I couldn't balance the two. Part of it was I had a lack of motivation. Part of it was I was just lazy. That's my reasoning. So that's why I haven't been putting stuff up. I do have an exciting announcement though. I actually quit my job again. I'm going to school. That is my announcement. That was a really bad way of announcing it, but you know what? It's fine. I'm using the Love is the Foundation foundation brush by It Cosmetics. Thank you, Raw Beauty Christy. I love this brush. Oh, I have not been the nicest person to my skin, so it's not the prettiest skin. I'm going to take this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C3, and I'm going to stick it right here just to kind of spot conceal. This happens to match my skin shade. I don't usually use it for concealing my under eyes because I like to go brighter with that. So I'm just going to stick some right there, and some on my chin, and right here. A little bit right here, and I'm going to blend it in, but I'm not using my brush. I'm going to use my Morphe sponge. We're just going to dab it in. I think I like to use a sponge for my concealer just because it's a little bit more soft. It doesn't seem as harsh, even though, in my opinion, a brush gives you more coverage because it doesn't soak up as much, but it's just a little bit softer on, you know, problem areas. Like this little guy right there. My hair on my nose. I never have these problems when I'm doing my normal makeup. Like, I just get hair in my nose whenever I'm filming. I don't get it. Next, I'm going to conceal my under eyes, and I used these in my last video 2 months ago or 3 months ago. When I tried these out, I didn't know how to feel about them, and actually I didn't really pick them up after that video because I didn't really care for them that much, but I have since picked them up and started using them, especially with this foundation, and I just love the finish. Thanks again to Raw Beauty Christy. I stopped powdering my face because my under eyes get really powdery and they just look bad, and like they're really creasy. I don't know if it translates on camera, but I have really creasy under eyes because like most of the time I'm laughing like an idiot and I'm just like, ah, it's funny. And then I get really bad smile lines, which I haven't come across a single foundation that doesn't crease in my smile lines. These are in the shade, which shades are they? Oh no. C.5 and C1. And I just do like a little bit. Okay, this is still gonna be a lot, but I just do both and mix them together. So it's not quite so bright, but it's not so yellow either, because this one is a yellow one, and this one is more of a pink. So in my mind, if you mix them together, it's gonna be neutral. Taking my beauty sponge, and I'm gonna tap this in. So I did say I was going back to school, but I didn't say why or what for. Last year, when I went back to work, after a 3-month break, I believe. I had taken a break for 3 months, and I was getting restless. I was just sitting around the house all day, gained some poundage and stuff like that, and I couldn't stand not making money. So I went back to work, and I started actually thinking about what I want to do with my life. Do I really want to work at this place for the rest of my life? I worked in retail, so if you've worked in retail, you understand the struggle. I didn't want to be stuck there forever. I didn't want to be stuck in that position and in that field, and I just thought more and more about what I wanted to do with my life. I decided, after talking to my boyfriend and making sure it was okay with him, because we live together and I want to make sure that everything I do is cohesive with what he thinks. We both agreed that it would be okay for me to go back to school. I'm going to school to be an esthetician. Oh, what a big surprise! I will explain in a minute what an esthetician is for those of you who don't know, but I am going to move on to the next step in my makeup routine first. Since I don't powder anymore, I just move right on to bronzer. I purchased this at TJ Maxx, and I haven't used it because I didn't like it, but I am going to give it another shot. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in medium deep. This is what it looks like inside. This is the outside. It smells like chocolate. Too Faced always has amazing smelling products for the most part. Some things they don't scent. Some things they don't put smell in. So what an esthetician is somebody who does makeup, so kind of like an official way of saying a makeup artist, but they actually do way more than that. I found out estheticians, they do skincare, they do waxing. I think I'm going to be learning about aromatherapy. I'm going to be learning about chemistry and things like that. Facials, yes, facials. I'm going to school for that. It may come as no shock to some of you guys. No surprise, and some of you guys might know already, but It'll be kind of nice because I can actually have a consistent schedule this way, at least for the first 7 weeks. It'll be really nice, plus I get to learn about all this stuff, which I know it seems like I know a lot about makeup, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I just think that. But I don't know as much as I could know, and this is the career that I want to go forth with in the future. Like, this is something that I can see myself doing for the rest of my life, something that I want to do for the rest of my life. In my mind, I always thought there's no way I could make this into a career. You know, this is just something that I do for a hobby. I love it so much. I could never make money off of it and be profitable. But then when you actually stop and ask yourself why, I don't come up with anything. I really want this, and I think this is something that I'm going to, I want it. So I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna do what I can to make it work. Anyway, this bronzer is pretty nice. I wanna go and perfect my skill, and I wanna make money doing it, and I wanna make people happy with how well I can do their makeup. Which hopefully is well, because I don't really know at this point. I'm gonna shut up for now, and I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I'm not gonna speak, I'm just gonna zoom through it, and then we will get to the eyes and stuff. So yeah, now I'm gonna turn on my music, and can't get copyrighted because you can't hear it. Oh, my cheekbones. I'm dumb cheekbones. I can't even speak. Look at them cheekbones, girl. Anyway, I'm going to do the rest of my makeup now. Now I'm going to be doing my eyes. I think I'm gonna zoom you in just a bit. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's really close! For my primer for my eyelids, I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and this is, not this one, this one is in the shade C1. Just priming my lids with it. I'm gonna take this AOA Studio High Def E107 to blend that out. Actually tap it in or do whatever, you know what I'm saying, because you can see what I'm doing. Okay! I am probably going to be mostly using this Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics. This has like every color that I need in it. I suggest if you're gonna start with makeup, or if you're gonna start with your eyes, get a rainbow palette and get a nude palette, and then everything else kind of collect in between, so that way you have your options. I'm going to take this purple right here, and I'm gonna start with that one. I'm going to use this, it's just an e.l.f. brush. I think it's a crease brush maybe, right here. I don't do my makeup like this. I don't do my eyes like this, but this is what I have seen on the video that I watched. So what she did was she took it and put it right here. This brush is nice because it's kind of flat if you want to pack it, but it also has like a width to it to blend. That's not what I want. So I'm actually gonna take this purple shade right down here, and I'm gonna put that over top to kind of deepen it just a bit. Oh yeah. Oh, you like it? When you're doing your eyeshadow too, you don't have to go fast. Don't be afraid to go slow unless you're in a time limit. If you're in a time limit and you're not sure what you're doing, I'd suggest doing something simple and something that you know works for you. I want to look nice for the boyfriend. Now I put a pink in right here. I'm actually going in with my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. Oh, look at that, baby! And I think, oh no, I got it on my booty. It's fine. It's fine. It's only a $60 palette. But I'm gonna go in with this shade right here that I probably just dug into. I did with my nail. This one's called Doll Face. I'm using my Morphe E36, which this I usually use on my lower lash line, but this is nice and precise, and I actually might. So I'm just gonna start putting this right here. Also, we're doing a sort of cut crease. So this patchiness that's going on right in here isn't really going to matter too much. This is just like a squishy little pad inside. It's like a dry sponge where you can actually take your makeup brush, you can run it in here, and it gets all the excess off without you actually having to clean it. Next, I'm going in with the orange. We're going to be taking this orange right here, which is a lot more bright in person than it is in camera. And then we're going to put it on top of the pink. I'm blowing that out. I'm gonna clean this off again. I actually went and purchased a single yellow. Oh, look at that, I got a little rainbow on the eyeball. I'm gonna go back in with the pink shade because it kind of got lost in the orange and the purple. I'm gonna try and retap this. Just sort of lightly above the purple and blend again. Just so we have that pink in there again. I'm gonna get this Eco Tools fluffy brush right here, and I'm actually going to blend lightly over top of them just so they blend a little better. Now we're going to cut the crease. Am I good at this? No. But am I gonna do it? Yes. This is the Morphe M421. It's a flat brush. I like to use this for my cut creases. I'm gonna go in, instead of using the concealer that I used on my crease, which that one's a little bit thicker and drier, I'm going to take the Fast Base Concealer by Makeup Revolution in C1. When you cut a crease, you want more of a liquidy texture if you do it the way that I'm gonna do it. Because I have hooded eyes, it is a little hard for me to find like where to cut it off at some point. So I'm gonna show you a little trick that I've been seeing all over Instagram and stuff. Taking my Morphe M421 flat brush and dipping into that concealer, I'm gonna put a bigger glob like right here towards the bottom. Which that really wasn't much, but right here, and then I'm gonna look up and kind of like look around. And do you see where that kind of cut off here? That's where my cut crease should go. You don't have to get your concealer like super precise. You want concealer on here for the shade that you're gonna put in the middle so that it gives it a platform to pop. Okay, now we got our cut crease. For the middle, I have two options for my blue. We're putting blue in the middle. I have two infallible shadows. We have Endless Sea. Maybe I shouldn't use that one. That one doesn't look too pigmented. Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna use that one. This one is in Timeless Blue Spark. This one's been dug into, can you see? I'm gonna put this right in the, like on that outsides-ish. My little tiny brush. I'm not cleaning it off, but I'm gonna dig into this. And I'm gonna put this like towards on the outsides right here. Like so. Can you see what I'm doing? I don't know. So now I still have this like little white space in there. Wow, this is a lot of pigment to it. Good job, L'Oreal. This is what we have right here. Now I'm gonna take the Endless Sea one and put this right in the middle. Oh yeah, peach. Oh, that's pretty. I love the way that turned out. Look at that. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. Not quite done yet. I'm gonna clean this brush off again with my little brush thingy. I'm gonna dip back into my two purples from the BH Cosmetics palette and try and deepen this up. Yeah, there we go. There she goes. She did the same thing on her under eyes. I don't really want to commit to that, but I guess I will. Okay, we're gonna do the same with the under eyes. Wow. Now we go back in with the pink, orange. Stop! It's a very dramatic look. I don't know if I can wear it out. And I'm not cleaning this off. I'm just going in with the yellow from this palette. Fuck it. All right. There she is. Just because I want to kick it up and be extra. It's already shimmery. But bish, we're gonna add some more shimmer. This is the Fenty Beauty Galaxy palette. I think it's a Galaxy. Yes, this is the Galaxy palette. This I don't get to break out very often because these are eyeshadows, but they're more like eye toppers. So, oh, look at that bitch! And I'm gonna take actually this nice blue shade right here, use my finger, and this is gonna be my topper. Oh, yes! Oh, look at that! Oh, damn! Wow. Now it's time for lashes. I look like I've been punched by a peacock. So I'm gonna put my lashes on. I will be back. These are the Mega Volume Ardell lashes in the shade Style 250. They've been worn before. But I'm gonna pop them back on. I'll be right back. What's up? Welcome back. Look at that. I got lashes on, girl. I used the Pure Pro Eyelash Glue. Thanks again, Raw Beauty Christy. I might as well just be your twin at this point. Like, I'm totally fine with that. All of her suggestions are just freaking bomb, and I'm waiting to try the infallible Pro Glow, L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, because that's what she likes to wear, and I just want to be like Raw Beauty Christy. What can I say? She's awesome. In my waterline, I use the NYX Professional Makeup Faux Blacks in Black Hole, which is actually like a deeper purple. sort of. And then for mascara, I used the Maybelline Lash Sensational. And then for my inner corner highlight, I quick popped in Bubbly in the Huda palette, which would be this shade right here. Now for my crusty dusty lips, this is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in Give Me Milk. Look, I have no top lip. And that whole trick. I mean, it already came off on my teeth earlier, but 2 more things. Highlighter. This is the LA Colors Loose Face and Body Shimmer right here. This I got at Dollar Tree, but this is a wonderful highlighter. This is in the shade Magical Dust, so it's more of a pink loose powder highlight, and this is gonna last me forever. Got it for $1. Here's my highlighting brush. This is a Morphe R36, and we just gonna, ooh! Can you see that? Oh, look at that, you guys. Oh, it is magical. It's gorgeous. $1, you guys. $1. So I picked up like 1 in every shade. Of course I did. And last step, I don't want my makeup moving, especially after I've just spent like 20 hours doing it. In my last video, I reviewed the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray, and I said I didn't know what to think about it because I had to try it out. This stuff is dope. It's great. I wore this to work one day, sprayed it all over my face. I had to go outside and push carts because I did work in retail, and it started to snow, like a really wet snow, like more like a sleet, and my makeup did not move. If you go to my Instagram, you can see that picture where like my hair is in its natural state, where it's like pretty curly, but like not stupid curly like it was earlier, and my makeup didn't move all day. It was just freaking awesome. Yeah, that's probably more than what I needed. Oh, you never get to see this one. This one's Spot. Oh, look at this boy. This is our $1 million dog. He almost died, and out of sheer stubbornness, he lived. He's the boy who lived. Don't lick your pee-pee on me! That's gross. Yeah, it's gross. This is the finished face look and stuff like that. It has been a long video and also a long time since I've uploaded, so hopefully I can edit this to be not so long. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for putting up with me, even though I've been gone for like 3 months. What do you think of it? Do you like it? I actually really like this, and you know this going on Instagram. It was a lot of work, but it was really worth it, worth the payoff. Yeah, I just hope the boyfriend likes it. And if he doesn't like it, it's okay, because it's, well, I mean, it kind of is about him, because I want to look nice for him, but I think he's gonna like it. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would say click the bell notification button, but come on, who knows if I'm gonna be consistent. If you haven't followed me on Instagram or Twitter, it's at Nicholeyoyo for both of them, and I Nicholeyoyo. I'm on Instagram more than I am on anything. Like, I'm on YouTube daily, but I don't upload daily, you know? I'm gonna leave you with a question. I know it's middle of January, more towards the end of January, but what are your goals? Like, not resolutions, what are your goals for this year? Because I'm not really a resolution person. I've always tried them and they don't work. Mine for this year, my goals, I want to get up to at least 500 followers on Instagram. I want to drink more water, which I'm already working on. Cheers. I already quit smoking. Yes, I smoked, but I vape right now. I'm just trying to like wean myself like in between. I know it's not completely quitting, but it's better than all that stuff in my lungs. I smoked for like 10 years, and I know it's not good for me, and especially if I'm going back to school, I'm going to have to be more conscious of my hygiene and things like that. Not that I'm that stinky of a person anyway, but you're not always aware that you smell like smoke because you've been around it for how long. So that's why I wanted to quit, also for my health. And I feel like this year is going to be a very good year for me. So I'm going to try and keep it a good year and all this good stuff. And I just want to know, what are your goals and why are you going to make 2019 your beach, as Raw Beauty Christy said. Yes, Raw Beauty Christy again. You're probably like, shut up! But I'm like, no, she's an angel. Thanks again for watching, and I'm gonna go now before I just, gosh, I hate outros. I can't do that. Okay, bye. Oh, that's bad. Bye-bye.